Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2014 ECE paper, and this question is related to electronics. In the figure shown, assume that the forward voltage drops of PN diode D1 and Schottky diode D2 are zero point 0.7 and zero point 0.3 respectively. If on denotes conducting state of the diode and off denotes non-conducting state of the diode, then what are the positions of D1 and D2? Which will be off, which will be on, or both will be on, both will be off, in that way. Okay. So what was given is VD1, whose cut-in voltage is given as 0.7 volts, and D2 is Schottky diode, whose cut-in voltage is 0.3 volts. The meaning of cut-in voltage is nothing but minimum amount of voltage required in forward bias such that a current flows in the diode. Okay, so cut-in voltage is the minimum amount of voltage to be applied across the diode such that the diode conducts. So for ordinary diode the cut-in voltage is 0.7 volts, and for Schottky diode the cut-in voltage is 0.3 volts is given. So if you are applying 10 volts through a resistor of 1 kilo ohm and 20 ohms to these diodes, at that time what are the positions of D1 and D2, whether they are conducting or non-conducting? Okay, so if you are observing, D1 is an ordinary diode whose P side is connecting towards 10 volts, that is plus positive side of 10 volts, positive terminal of 10 volts, and diode D2 is also connecting towards P side is going to be connecting towards positive of this one. Forward bias of the diode is going to be defined in this way. Whenever P side of the diode is more compared to N side of the diode by minimum of cut-in voltage, then the diode is said to be in forward bias. Okay, so out of these two diodes, the diode with cut-in voltage less, that is nothing but Schottky diode, will forward bias first, because whenever you are applying a voltage, whichever diode is having a cut-in voltage less, that will be forward biased first. So assume D2 is forward biased. So whenever D2 is forward biased, it maintains cut-in voltage of that one, V gamma of D2 is equal to 0.3 volts it maintains. So now the circuit diagram is going to be looks like this one. This is a resistor which is followed by a diode, ordinary diode, and afterwards one more resistor with 0.2 volts. 0.2 volts where you are applying 10 volts. Okay, this is 1k and it is 20 ohms. So if this is the, let us assume this is a voltage across diode. Voltage across diode 1 is VD1. So if VD1 is going to be greater than 0.7 volts, at that time we can say that one, the diode D1 is also in the forward bias mode. Okay, so we have to calculate. Okay, we have to calculate what is the voltage across the diode. So assume that one, the diode is under reverse bias at right. So what can be the maximum voltage you may get across VD1? So whenever the diode is reverse bias, at that time current flowing through both the resistors are going to be same. Okay, so that VD1 can be written as VD1, voltage across diode D1, is equal to, because at first diode D2 is getting forward bias, so entire current is taken by the diode, and diode 1 is reverse bias. So whether the diode is forward bias or not, what is the condition for that one, that we are checking. So entire current is flowing through 1 kilo ohm and 20 ohms, which are in series now. Okay, so that is VD1 is nothing but current multiplied by 20 ohms plus 0.3 volts. That is nothing but VD1 is voltage drop across this 20 ohms and voltage of 0.3 volts. Sum of these two things is nothing but VD1. So now I is nothing but, I can be written as total voltage minus total resistance. Total voltage, if you write a KVL for I, at that time 10 minus 0.3, you can write it as 10 minus 0.3 divided by 1020 into 20 ohms plus 0.3 volts. So this you will get it as 9.7 divided by 1020 into 20 plus zero point 0.3 volts. So this will be around what you are going to get is this product is going to be around 0.2 volts, so it will be around 0.2 volts plus 0.3 volts, which is nothing but approximately equal to 0.5 volts. 0.5 volts. Since the VD1 what you are getting is 0.5 volts, which is going to be less than V gamma of D1, hence D1 is reverse bias. So the answer for this question is D1 is reverse bias and D2 is forward bias. Remember that one, D1 is reverse bias because we are using a very less resistor over here, 20 ohms. If it could be 200 ohms, okay, at that time definitely both the diodes will be under forward bias. But for the given situation, D1 is forward bias and D2 is reverse bias. That implies nothing but D1 is off and D2 is on. The right answer is D. Thank you.